So, a very common question is, how do you turn the mind inwards? And my answer is that you don't have to do anything to turn the mind inwards. If you are here and the message of no doer is reaching you, your mind at some point may have already turned inwards. The only problem is that it is not sustained, that it keeps going outwards, and we keep fixating on external events and things. We get involved in things that are happening outside, and then we think that we are failing in our spiritual endeavor. But that is quite natural. The mind cannot be permanently retained inwards. If the mind was permanently retained inwards, how would you experience the world? How would you interact with others? So, when you sit in meditation, meditation happens. The mind turns inward, and if it is bound to happen for you, the mind will dissolve in meditation. So in meditation, there is no meditator. So if your mind is turning inwards, let it happen, rather than trying to force this process. Trying to forcefully fixate mind on a particular thought, on a mantra, or an image, is just going to end up in frustration. I have seen people torturing themselves while practicing meditation. 3 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours in meditation, forcefully trying to sit there and, vigilantly trying to watch the mind. Who is that is trying to watch the mind? It is the ego only. And of course, if you are too hooked up with experiences, then your mind will keep producing experiences. At some point, you will even start hallucinating. So Nisargadatta Maharaj said that the experience is not the reality. Experience is just a pointer to the absolute. The background in which the experience happens, the consciousness, is the only truth. And even Ramesh Balsekar said that an experience is just like a free sample. It is like a free sample from God. So getting hooked up, getting attached or fixated to a particular method to achieve self-realization or, any permanent state is just going to make you more and more frustrated, irritated, angry. I have seen people torture themselves endlessly in this endeavor of chasing enlightenment. And the problem is that they don't even know what enlightenment is. Just reading a scripture from the book, we use big words like consciousness, Brahman, Chaitanyam. Do we even know what that means? For me, it was plain and simple. It was very clear. I do not want enlightenment. And half of my troubles were cut down because of that. I just did not care about enlightenment since the very beginning. All I was concerned was with my peace of mind. And the peace of mind has to be attained living in the world. Peace of mind has to be found in the uncertainties of the world. Peace of mind has to be found in the uncertain future. For me, the uncertainty was actually a big relief actually. Because just imagine, if you are, if God shows you your future, complete future, if everything is known, most people will commit suicide. The joy of life comes from uncertainty. And once that is realized, a different quality emerges from within. And that peace remains unaffected by what is happening on the outside. And mind naturally turns inward without the ego mind trying to forcefully or vigilantly attaching itself to an object. Because if you keep focusing on an object in the hope that you will achieve permanent peace or bliss through that, then you will end up getting hooked on to the object. Until there is an object, the subject will also remain. So, for this subject or the ego to dissolve into the source, let things happen. And don't bother if they don't happen. So I tell people, don't torture yourself by sitting in meditation for long hours. Don't break your back or break your bones over it. Allow meditation to happen. Let it be a natural process. Allow your body to relax. There is no greater pointer than relaxation. I've spent years learning how to relax. And it was not an effort based. I had to learn how to let go of the effort. And I think it is by the grace of God that whole energy of restlessness and anxiety dissipated. And relaxation came naturally. There is no greater sadhana than relaxation. Just relax. We, as a society, we have forgotten how to be still, how to relax, how to be in the moment. We are always chasing an imaginary future, or we are back into the dead past. We are never here now in this moment. So if the moment comes to you through the grace of God, let that be. Don't try to hold on to it vigilantly. Just relax and let it be. And let the inquiry also happen. All the knowledge, contemplation, self-reflection, these things happen naturally. Anything that is forced keeps the subject or the ego alive. Until the ego is alive, the suffering continues.